Let's figure out what's going on with Scout. I mean, we kind of know at this point. It's more so if you can even be, you know, fixed instead of shut down the, please, my beautiful son. That's it, murder by numbers, you know, fun Picross game. Nothing is going wrong. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, I've been dying for the past day, but I'm feeling much better now that I've taken the day off to just chill. It's, well, what that can do. Seem on me to be very aware that I have the controller enabled. It's very insistent about it. Just, you know, just in case. Alright, let's go. Where were we? Puzzles for me. Oh. There's something in... Where? There. Feels like there's like a smaller area where I could even get it to react. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Oop, wait. Right. Alright, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Yeah, having Nate in that row makes it easy. Not that one. These, though, all have the 4s. So we can eliminate this too. See what from this one I can figure out. Oop. Yeah, it's a little much. It just these two, but that's helpful. Get a lot of this one. I just want to know that my boy is safe and, I see why Jenna is just like going straight to like, let's just, you know, it's bad enough that he's resurfaced out of nowhere. Just gonna shut it down, but that's my son boy. So I can't allow it. Can I... Nah, not really. That one could be in a lot of different places. Anything else that's super easy? Maybe the 152. Well, probably not. Yeah. How about across the top? Well, I can eliminate these two at least. Since That's a 3 in there. What about the 5 and 4? Yeah, it's hard to say for that one still. 3, 3, 4, let's see. Because that's a lot of blocks there filled in. Let's see. Do this. Yeah, I think, well, let's see. What to say? Yeah, that one's like almost there to the point that it's like I can mark down a couple blocks as being totally guaranteed, but it's not quite. So I can't. As for the rest of them, this one's pretty sparse. There's a good amount of like larger numbers, but doesn't do a ton actually. Like with the 3 down here, what? No. Thought I could get something off of that, but not really. Can you go down, can you go up? Maybe this only can fit in... No. Although it's only... I think this is guaranteed then. That there's, like, 2 spaces that could shift over, but that's it. So that's something. So maybe the 2, 1, 3, 1, probably not, but I mean... It's worth checking. Yeah, they're gonna shift over like a whole 3 spaces, so none of that's really guaranteed. Alright. 152 isn't enough to solve anything off of. God, this one's rougher than I looked at first glance. Like, you know, I gave you the 1, 2, 8 to start off with, and that was, you know, useful, but now it's just like, I got nothing to work with. This could shift over by 1. Or more than 1. Like, could go 5, 2, 3, so that one's guaranteed. Does that help any? Well, I can at least eliminate this, which might tell me something about this one. I think so. Yeah, I can only shift that by 2, so I can at least fill these in. Yeah, that's very helpful. Now I can really get started. Probably, anyway. At least I have those, like, for sure worked out. Which means that's where the 5 goes. And that's that columns 2. And the 2 has to be right there for this one. Yeah. Hey, and that, column of only 2 is already done. So that is a bit helpful. Yeah, I was thinking maybe there's just a little enough space to plot out one more dot there, but nah. . Yeah, looks like I can at least know where that one is, and then second points in either of these would have to be filled in. Yeah, so there's our 3 then. Most of the 3 in that column, but not enough to do too much with yet. Hope so. What next? Because now I've got a lot more locked off. Well, since this is a 1-3-3, I can at least say for sure that can't be filled in, because this has to be part of the 3, otherwise it'd be butting up against it. So there's both our 2. Hey, actually, there's only. Yeah, with that, there's only like 1 extra space, so it worked out for the rest of it. There's a 3 of that column. Yeah, that could still be part of the 5, I think, so I can't do much with it yet. Three, 6, 7. Okay, we would have to be, you know, like this. Now to have this part blocked in. So there's our 2 infant. Think will be, yeah, enough to let me work out the rest of the 5 here. So it's just all the 1s over here that I have to find out about. Except for this one, which is already done. So it's nice and simple. It's nice to me, which the rest could learn from. But that's just my opinion. I think this has to be the 3, right? Because 3, 1. Yeah, there's only really 1 space that could shift over. So it wouldn't make sense if it could actually move it more than like. Or yeah, it wouldn't make sense for it to not be part of that. So 1, 2, 3 is all done. It's like the rest I could conceivably move around a bit. Still wiggle. Huh. Hey, creature at the raid! Oh damn, I gotta have to get my mix it up going. I forget it's like tends to have a bad time if I don't refresh it. It's very smart. Hey Octa! Hey Sentinel! Thank you for the raid, creature. I hope you had a good stream. What were you playing today? Hey Elegy! Hi Squishy. Yeah, it's not an anime RPG. I got delayed so hard, I went straight into the next one I had planned for the week. Oh, you know what? It's still on Trails of Gold Seal, isn't it? Oops. I'm a clown. I don't stream for like 3 days, and this is what happens to me. I forget to update the category. So true. Yeah, it's been destroyed, Picross. I mean, I'll be doing more anime RPG later in the week. That'll be fun. Yeah. Yeah. It had to happen again at some point. Done it before, and I'll do it again, certainly. That is a good anime RPG, though, and I think everyone should play it. required by law. And this is still... I tried to figure out some way I could argue this is an RPG, but I got nothing. I've got nothing. It's not, it's a visual novel, Picross. That's it. But it's a very good visual novel, Picross. Anyway, if any of you haven't seen me stream this before, please meet my son. This is Scout. He's just a little guy. And he's so smart. Oh, hell yeah, nice! It's so satisfying beating games on stream. Yeah. Feeling a lot better, so I'm having a nice time. It sucks missing the stream, it just like feels bad, so actually getting back to it is like... It's a good emotion. I'm healing. Deep inside. I think I could probably work out a lot more of this one now. Yeah, there's only like one extra space in that, so... On both of those sections. He is a very good little boy. He's so clever. I would kill for him, I think. I think we're getting pretty close to that, actually. At that point in the game. Someone did die. Not necessarily for him, but someone did die, though, so, like...
Dream Crusher.
Dream Crusher. It's pretty close. Kill! Favorite dumbest fucking meme. Even though my favorite is so good. The way his voice in that clip is so... it's something else.
Killtrocity.
Killtrocity. There it is. There's the kill. Well, I can nice do that. Which... okay, yeah. So there's the 4. Now I'll call them all done. Figured it out because I'm so smart. I'm so genius, even. It really feels like, yeah, this one can only... like, this has to be part of the 5 and then 4 down here. There's not much room for doing it any other way. Yeah, I can't quite fill it up here, but I know it goes up in that direction. Which means that can't have anything in it. It's so good. It's, you know, it's perfect for Picross. It fits so well. Yeah, and there's our 5 now, actually. It's great that it's a murder mystery, especially. Because this is the game where we remember murdering and killing is bad, actually. Well, the genre, anyway. But you know, it's fine. One of few video games where you acknowledge murder as bad. Unless it's to protect a little guy. That is defensible in court, I believe. I don't think anyone can say anything to you about that, at the very least. Like, I think even if you had to, you know, be arrested for it, the whole court would be like, yeah, no, I get it, though. Like, girl, me too. Court has determined. Girl, me too. I think the legal system should add that to possible responses the jury may have. I really think that level of versatility would help reflect our modern world. Because sometimes someone does commit a crime, but like it's... I mean, come on. It's kind of relatable. The judge has ruled this case #relatable. It's just different flavors of guilty. I'm just over here amusing myself with my normal court jokes, but you know what? That's what life's all about. It's what you gotta do sometimes. That's what you gotta do sometimes to survive. Oh no, I thought that was weird. Like, the X'd out on there, but it isn't. Now that one's all done. Seeing a case file officially stamped with mood. I'd like to see it happen. Just personally, I think I need that. Won't be complete without it. Okay. That's it. What are we even looking at? Like a broken mug and a Rolodex. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it. It's just such bright red. Unless it is supposed to be blood. But they haven't mentioned it yet. Right, we're trying to figure out who the fuck that was, because it... Or like... Something like that. I remember there's like, we decoded the, radio signal, and we're like, oh, they're trying to signal some person. I remember this case so well, clearly. It's a signal where... Anyways, I don't know. We'll probably get a reminder. I'm sure of it. Oh, right, because it was signaling like the script in which we had a name of a person. What the fuck does that mean? I guess. What do you know about this? Yeah, of course you wouldn't have a Rolodex. Who are we to decide which numbers are wrong? So true. I think we've already... Oh no, right, because the name was circled. I mean... Fair, actually. And it's also one of her first films. Okay, go get you ready for bed. And thank you. Yeah, I don't think anything else is, like, super important. Well, actually. I love that she just responds to that with something weird and bullshit and philosophical, and it's just like, that's it. That's all you get. I mean, I kind of get what she means. Which is... don't know what this is about me to say. I think we already... yeah, everything before this we've talked to her about. But yeah, she's not super helpful. Probably just want to go back to the deck. Not that it's anything new. Right, because we got the shit to go to and we haven't told them yet. Imagine if there's like a different dialogue option, like whatever you would call it, something else to talk about, and you're just like, are you gonna tell me about it or what? First of all, I think they must miss a golden opportunity. You do get that funny shit where it's like, you tell him about it, but you're not even showing it to him. Wait, what? Oh wait, I accidentally selected the Rolodex. Because I was thinking it'd be the most recent evidence. Furniture catalog. Okay, so it is furniture guy. I kind of just figured she used that as the generic examples, like a role you wouldn't really remember. I mean, good point. No, but you obviously are, so I might as well get used to it. Yeah, you know. That's fair. I don't think anything else is really relevant for him. We got other new shit we could show him, but it's not really. It's like part of the process of working out the radio signal, so. So true. Not taking a computing class. Well, I think you should, probably. Honor, buddy. I think it would do you good. I know computers are new right about now, but girl, still. Okay, that wasn't it. I'm a genius. I'm so smart. I have 6 seconds. I'm not doomed. What do you mean? Hacking failed. Someone finds us. Yeah, maybe. They're just unique failure lines for every... must be. You do kind of have to guess it's... that there's just one free space for that. And there is. I just started working on the wrong side. This is fine. I'm so good at hacking. It's fine. Everything's fine. 1 second left! Oh! Someone who filed the lawsuit. Over theft. Case is settled out of court, but most details have been removed from all records by the Cresta of Aaron's defense attorney. Well, that's fun. Yeah, she says she wants to know what Aaron has to say about all this, but showing anything to her, even the most incriminating shit ever, tends not to do anything. Like, there it is. Well, you know, you've sued so many people. She just doesn't pay attention to the court cases, ever. Crafts? But... What? Moniker... Okay. She's speaking in riddles is what she's doing. Oh, arts and yeah, okay. We actually got something out of her. Maybe crafts. Is that a line that'll work? I mean, I guess since he wanted to sue her. Oh, oh, the skulls. The skulls. Which surely would have had to been built with the diamonds in them. Yet, Aaron... Or Aaron. Arts... It's not plural, it's just the name. Art would have had to put them in there when he was making them. Hey, that's useful info. Oh. Captain warned out for the rope. Yes, I had reached out to Aaron's ship, or I mean, not necessarily Aaron, I guess. Because I think those can just be... Well, I think you have to tune into the right radio signal. I don't know. I don't know how technology works. So yeah, they wanted to collect. I don't know, she seems exceptionally good at talking her way out of anyone. It'd be amazing if Art owned the diamonds and put them in there just for funsies, but... That's a good point. It's simply in his nature. It's simply in her nature to smuggle diamonds to randos. You would never understand. It's an art thing. The way she's thanking him. Did she want? Did she want to get arrested? You know, it's possible she's been trying to get just spend her life in jail all this time, so she kept like pulling shit, hoping Ray wouldn't be able to get her out of it. I don't know. That's strange, but she is also strange. So it would kind of suit her. She's like, oh wow, I wonder what it's like, what it does to you to spend years in prison. I need that from Ray films. I'm supposed to be going back to the precinct. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, research. Exactly. Yeah, if she only spends a couple days in jail, it doesn't really tell her much. Even when you win, you sometimes still lose. Yeah. Yeah, the murder case was, still kinda... Still kinda active. Rather you than me, you know, fair. She needs to be protected. She's kind of a professional criminal. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, of course we wouldn't get shit from him. Oh? I mean, we're not even looking at the boat, but sure, I'll still take a Picross. I'm always up for that. As opposed to maybe looking at a photo. Yeah, getting this all figured out right away was helpful. Got so much shit up in that. The 2 and the 3, I could possibly... At least the last one. 2, 3. Yeah, okay. That much I do know. Which is pretty simple. This could be part of the 5 or one of the ones, I think. Oh no, it can only... Oh, let me fill it out just to see. Yeah, it's got like... Yeah. Only one extra space in that. So the one and one have to be over here. I was thinking I might only be able to... yeah, might possibly be able to do like a 1 and then 1, but... Can't quite fit that way. There's part of our 2. Although it doesn't figure much out yet. Okay, 2 and 2. Yeah, it could still be like 1 up here and then 2 down below. It's enough space for that. The 2, 2, 1, 1 feels like there's probably not time space for all that. And yeah, I at least can get 2 of those worked out. If that's... This is obviously 3. Yeah, so I can eliminate that one. Oh, it could be one of the 2s, so. And 4. 4. Probably fill in a lot of that. Since there's only 1 space. Oop. That much at least. Can't get too much more off of that, except for those are for sure filled in. Okay, never mind. We are actually getting a lot of use after that. There's our 3. And most of the 4. Part of the 2. So yeah, actually it did work out a good bit of it. Well, wait, hold on. Yeah, that can be part of the 1. There's space for the 2 up top. What else, then? What else? Well, this has to be filled in regardless. That's gotta be part of the 2 right there. Or could, well, let's see. Could I fit in? No. So yeah, part of the 2, but don't know quite which is filled in yet. To left or right. Could go either way. Oh, I missed that there's 5 over here that we can at least fill in that part. So that's helpful. Oh, and we can finish this row out based off of that. Okay, so yeah, that for sure is the 2. So I can cross out these. Fill out that row. Do at least the middle tile for this. Okay. This has got to be one of the ones. Here's our 4. Got a lot figured out after all that. Very nice. My cat is laying on my lap, which is, you know, nice and I can't complain, but she is so heavy and I can't change out of setting. She's small, but she is dense. I'm never gonna escape like this. Doomed to be forever. Her chair. I put her on my lap, so I can't even complain, but... this is how I die. You know what I still haven't done is, like, to render, or... not render, make models for all the outfits I already have and have been using until I updated to Druid 1.0. Just been like, oh, I'll do that. Oh, I'll do that. And then I just, like, completely forget. I'm just like, I just want to sleep now. After I'm done with the stream. I mean, I don't. I spend, like, an hour doing bullshit before I even start getting ready for bed because I'm a fool. But... nevertheless, I am like this. Simply something not quite wrong with me, but I am, well, a fool. But that's fine. Content with that. I have enough smarts to solve fake murder mystery, and that's all I need. Can't imagine what I would use more brain cells for. Seems redundant. Pointless, even. But she is quite cozy. She doesn't usually sit on my lap for this long.
I was wondering where she was.
Almost there. Did y'all see how they added Super Mario RPG, or no, Paper Mario to Virtual Console and intentionally added like to it? I just suddenly got reminded of that. And it's really amazing how hard Nintendo tries sometimes to suck ass. Like, if I ever play Paper Mario, which I should sometime, I mean, maybe I'll just put up with it since it's just menu lag, so it's like, for speedruns, that's kind of it. Of course, proper speedruns, I guess, are on original hardware. If you want to be professional about it, but... I probably should. It's a classic TM, so, like... the only Paper Mario game I've played is Sticker Star, which is... probably horrifying to a lot of people. I never finished it, but I did sure play it. I got it for free on Club Nintendo via just like when they would put up certain games. Occasionally, you could just buy for points. So at least I didn't spend money on it, but I get why people are not the biggest fans of it. It's not the worst, but I'm like, yeah, an RPG Mario could sure be better than this. Oh no. F. God, I fucking remember when my Nintendo or Club Nintendo, I forget which one is the old one. Club Nintendo's the old one. Just had games you could buy. If I missed that, got Super Mario Bros. 2, which I never would have gotten because I suck at platformers. That's like, and I think Donkey Kong Country, the like, I think it was just Tropical Freeze that's on DS. I could literally just load it up and like go through my games and see which one of them's, because I'm pretty sure I would remember. I don't know, maybe they have like, if they send emails for redemptions, I'd be curious how many I ended up getting off of all that. When you almost say some shit and try to save it, but you can't. Right in front of the person who wasn't supposed to hear it. Oh, poor little guy. Modified for left-handed operation, huh? That seems extra, but sure. I guess, you know, people are left or right-handed for aiming. I don't know anything about guns. Although aim for left or right hand isn't really, it tends not to have anything to do with your like writing hand. Got him. So now she's not gonna have him to defend her because he has been arrested. Okay. Oh, Scout. Just get her. That's fair, though. Oh, poor boy. Oh, I'd love to help with paperwork. I'm sure there'll be a million fun little Picross puzzles for that. Oh, he's still here, huh? How you feeling, buddy? Yeah, just immediately kicked out, you know, that's fair. It's gonna be a surprise! Requested features, patience. Oh boy. Yeah, he's gotten pretty good at deductive reasoning. And yet it happened. What's up with that? Probably should have asked! Oh, Scout. Feeling betrayed, and that's very justified. Screws up my connection. We're finally really playing as Scout. Let's go! Can't even fucking remember me. Relatable. Hey, Kazik! Thank you for the redeem. And 2 of them. Yeah, I haven't stretched all stream. That's a problem. It's only been an hour, but still. Wow, another hydrate from Elegy. Thanks, Bessie. Wow, another
Ball
hydrate
taken.
from... Ball taken. Another hydrate from Elegy. Wow, another hydrate from Elegy. Wow, another hydrate from Elegy. Thanks for the hydrate regimes, Bestie. Yeah, see, Elegy, you can get fun little voice clips like "ball taken" if you redeem Slayer. Did you know about that? Did you know about Slayer? You know how I have this. I have a couple redeems, you know. I see you using a lot of hydrate. I just want to make sure you know.
Extermination.
Extermination.
Unfreaking believable.
Amazing.
Oddball.
Oddball.
Team Slayer.
There are multiple ball-based ones.
Slayer.
Finally, the original.
Immovable object. Bumper cars.
Bumper cars. Me when I'm bumper cars. I've never played Halo because I never owned an Xbox. The amount... Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Bessie. The amount of weird-ass voice lines is unreal. He got murdered. He can swim. He's talented. I did. I've just been waiting for it to roll onto the Transarts clip. Let's fucking go, though. Yeah. Turns out the dude's real cool.
Dead.
The king is dead. Military applications, yeah, of course. What if we gave Scout a gun? Researcher voice. That's right. It's the first time she's seen it too. So she kind of has to figure out what the fuck they're doing. Looking through their shit-ass programming comments like, what the fuck? Why isn't this commented out? None of this makes sense. Why is this all in one line? Okay. That's cool. Don't worry about me. Oh, cool. Okay, go get you some rest. See you, LG. Thank you for the redeems. A bag of chips.
The king is dead.
The king is dead. So true. Mal is the king. I don't suppose you know anything about this, about guns. You know, it's fair. Have you ever seen these movies? I know, I think we could just have a movie night, like a date or something. Heart. I glued my fingers together. This is fun. I suppose that would be right for a hospital patient. Either he's learned how to teleport or we got a problem. I think he's learned how to teleport. He's thinking, can you teleport? P-brain. That's useful. That's very useful. If we just got footage of exactly what happened. Although, it's new tech, it might not be very high quality. And they probably had some form of disguise on. They probably weren't that stupid. Unless they were. If they're counting on, I don't know, having a really good lawyer or something. Don't know why they'd assume that. Kino success, actually. We got him, and we're not even licensed detectives, so like... I don't know. Not saying anything, but I'm saying something. You know? I think he's a little dumb. A little bit of a clown. At the very least, there can't be anything past here. Might be part of the two, might be the one, but either way. The 2 and 5 one I could probably work some shit out from. Did I already do that? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, most of that. It's most of the way there. The most important part of any of the cases we solve is simply giving Scout purpose. That's what I think. If Scout feels helpful, that's all I need. Just like on an emotional level, you know? I think for the 9... Yeah, middle 3 at least. It gives me all sorts of these rows, that is helpful. I think the 115 I can probably... Yeah. It's 2 blocks at least, which is helpful. Oh, you know what? The 11. That too. You can get a lot of that. And the 4 over here. I can't believe I didn't mention, but I got my tax return recently, and I've been considering for a hot minute. At some point, I wanted to try out VR, right? I was like, oh, it's money and it's hard to justify and all that. But it was like $300, so I was the tax return. So I was like, well, I mean, come on. So I'll work out connecting that to PC at some point so we can do fun and epic VR nonsense. Because it's neat. Tried it out a bit so far, it's cool. But yeah, there is a Flipside concert coming up that's like a 3-day thing. It's just like, like this would be cool to attend. I've been wanting to try out VR for a while, but that would be silly to buy a VR headset for this. And then shortly after I found out about that, I got the said tax return. It was just like, this feels like fate. I will see VTuber Nanjono, because I quite like her. Need to more actively follow what she's up to, but I like her a lot. So I think they did release new music recently. I got a notification from Lime Music at least. I don't know. That's something to look into. But yeah, I have tried out proper VR chat a little bit. As it's meant to be, I guess. It's interesting. If you have a female model, men will just come up to you in VR chat and start talking. It just happens. So that's what I've discovered so far. Really doesn't take much more. I'm just like, this is a social platform, so I can't, like, get mad at someone, like, conversating at me, but I'm also just like, Something wrong here. I think possibly, oh wait. This is a 4, not a 3, so I can... It's probably like... that. There we go. I think I just... probably read from another row or something, yeah. Different part of that column, at least. God, it feels like we're simultaneously almost to the end of this case, and still nowhere near, just because there's so much. Because, like, I mean, the literal case we're working on, for sure, but when it comes to the other thing we're looking into, the other what's his face, the security guard who had committed suicide, supposedly. Like that, we haven't made much progress at all on. We never got the lead we were supposed to be getting. We still don't know anything new. I don't know. A lot's happening. Which, you know, makes sense. It's the last case of the game, but, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. I primarily just want my little guy to be alright. That's my main concern coming out of this chapter. If that isn't accomplished, I kill. I think that's pretty understandable, you know. Pretty fair of me. What more could you ask for in life? But for the little guys who love to simply be safe. That's all I usually want. Usually. Lots of columns with ones in here that just about got. Or 7, 8. Okay, what is that though? It's literally the camera. I don't know. I mean, we have the footage, which I would think would be like on a. Well, okay, it's stored on it. And he was downloading it. Okay, that makes sense. Clyde, who was Clyde again? I kind of don't remember. Oh, Clyde Muscleman. Okay. So what was he doing murdering Lori then? Hey, sorry about arresting you or whatever. Hmm. Oh. Called in sick, but you just... So that explains why he was on the ship. Because we were thinking he'd like suck aboard to try and figure some shit out, because he was the guy with the info. So presumably he got the radio signal. He caught the captain in the cargo hold, shot him. And then at some point also, the security guard, maybe he just wanted to get rid of her so he can get his stealing on more easily. I don't know. You know that's fair. Let's just show him the smoking gun. Literally just happened to be left-handed. You know, I was thinking it was kind of flimsy to call him on that, but it was... Oh. Oh, the tattoo. Huh. So that's not its real name. I figured he just got his, like, identity he was gonna go with wrong, but I guess if he said it wrong, he could have just rolled with it. Never gone up against me before, so true. Scout, you're so talented. Yeah, the military, their digital security might be pretty good, but they have never gone up against a talented little guy before. They didn't think about installing defenses against a clever little boy who is so talented. Should have thought of that, idiots. Really, that's the basis of any boy detective character, is that no one thinks of that. Password 123? Yeah, you know that figures. Of honor. I know this stuff is new, but... Fifth Marine Regiment. Probably a desirable discharge. Yep. Interesting. The bullet casing. Oh shit. And he worked. Oh, SSI. It took me a second to remember what that was. So he was probably involved in making scout. Yeah. The like military division. Be fair, asking him to prove his culpability. You know. Yeah, let's just go through this again. That's totally what I meant to do. Also, the bullet casing, do I still have that? Yes, I do. It's a little relevant right now, though. Yeah, I don't think we have anything to show him. That's basically all we needed to say. Actually, let's ask you about this. Yeah, you know, that would make sense. I'd need, custom technology. You need a specialized tool for. Of course, it's in the 90s before we've got a lot of standardization for. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be annoying. A data shunt, huh? Not into philosophy, huh? Somehow a perfect murderer despite being kind of an idiot. It's the one thing he knows how to do. Okay. And the other security guard was from Less Security, so some reason to kill her, especially be the one to report to his boss what happened, or like that is suspicious. Jack. Forgot about that whole deal. I don't think there's anything to really present to her, but... Unless... Yeah, don't tell her about the murder case, I guess. Probably some more to tell you about off of that. Good employee health plan. Yeah, sure. Right, because she's connected to the other corrupt person in the company. Or, like, you know. God, it's getting ridiculous. This whole fucking case. But that's the tie-in we needed for those two. To actually, to make working on them at the same time sensible. Let's just hack in. I'm sure they use a digital lock. Yeah, that's a lot, huh? You have any better ideas? Possible deniability. Scout doesn't get it, though. I don't think we have anything else to tell him, but I'll double check. Okay. This is getting real serious. Not that it wasn't already, but we didn't even have to hack it. Fumigated for killer bees? That's clever. Didn't like the pun. Honor. That was good. That was a good one. Thank you for the stretch. I will thank you. I can question the one person they see moving around in the building, which is covered in windows. Certainly. That part's perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, that one looked like it was like nearly full for that column. Wrong tool. There we go. That is very useful. I'll get the correct inputs eventually. Just give me a couple tries. I'm good at video games. You can tell. You can really tell. I'm an expert. I know exactly what I'm doing. 2 through 2, 2. I can probably fill something in there. Maybe? Nah, not quite. Very close. I can do just like fill in any of that row. That'd be enough. It works something else probably. If it works something out, probably. 9 to 2. Okay. That's gotta be part of the 6, so I can eliminate that at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice and simple. Let's see. The 3, 4, 2, 3 probably pretty simple. If not, yeah, just guaranteed to fill up the row. It's a lot of big numbers. So I kind of figured. Six, I don't think this is, oh, this is, 11, so I think the middle one here, yeah. It's just worked out enough to know that much. Handy. Very handy. It's gotta be the 2 right there for sure. It's gotta be part of the 5. That's one of the 2, so the one's down here, but can't get much off of that yet. I feel like this has to be here. Yeah. Needs to be. As for the 2, this could go... Oh, 2's right here. Just forgot to actually block it off once I did it. So that's for sure. This is for the 2, so I can knock out all those. Well... Nah, not quite. Three, two, two, yeah. Nearly there to having that figured out, but not quite. The 2, 3, 2, 2. Now that I have their block eliminated there. Yeah, I'd have to be split up like this, so I can't figure out anything on the right side, but the left. At least all that is for sure. She completes that column, so that's nice. Can't be a connection there or there. It's gotta be one of the 2s, yeah. You know, this has to be one of the 1s. Here we go. That was quite helpful. Might as well take these out. Kind of forgot that I was there. Very smart. I keep track of things very well. Definitely don't just get distracted. It's never happened in my life. Not even once. Yeah, this is a funky one just a bit. Just a little. Weird shapes going on. You know, I'm sure they just have evidence lying around. Just in the office. Someone was supposed to clean that. Didn't really happen. It's like any office. Yeah, shit just happens. really, it's not that unbelievable, honestly. I suppose they're like high security and all that, so I don't know. This might be a little difficult to get information out of, maybe. Or it's maybe incredibly easy. Yeah, that might just be nice and have some obvious shit laying out in the open. Like, hey, we noticed that one of our coworkers is totally suspicious, so we just had a nice conversation and logged the whole thing. Now, of course, the boss is in on it clearly. So it's not like he's just one dude who's just like pulling some weird shit in the background. Oh, you know what? Lori was probably a whistleblower. She knows that Frank, whatever the boss's name, and Muscleman were all doing some weird shit. We're like, hey, I actually just want to be a security guard, just like a normal one. I would like for the company I'm involved in to, you know, get all these fuckers flushed out. Please help. Well, yeah, now we know that why she was gonna supply us with information. Why she would even know. Genius detective over here. Yeah, I know things. Yeah, I'm capable of deductive reasoning. Hire me. I might be able to figure out your murder case. But even if I don't, I'll look cool doing it. And that's really what you're looking for in this kind of work. Don't lie to yourself. It's all about the flair. That's what you gotta know about this industry. As long as you look sick as hell doing the work, you've got at least half the points. You're like most of the way there. You'll still like get paid as long as they're like impressed while you're on the job. As long as they're like, oh wow, she's doing some cool shit over there, and I don't understand it, but sure looks nice. See, you gotta bring out the fancy tools for investigating. It's all a show, really. This is why an actress is perfectly suited to the job. Alright, what are we looking at? Like a tea kettle? Oh, a locker. Yeah, I suppose that'd be where we'd look. Laurie Becker, yeah, okay. Ah? Bracelet? Surely not. I can't imagine her badge would hold the code, though, so... For answers held on the day you fell. Frank Pritchell. So true. She's held on the day he fell. 614. Cool that she decided to be poetic with her lock combo. It's very helpful, honestly. Top tips for a security worker. Be like cool about it. Like your code for your locker. You can have some flair with that. Don't be afraid to have a little fun. That's the first thing they tell you at security guard school. You're gonna be standing in the same place for like hours. And most of the time nothing's gonna happen. So like if you want to spice things up a bit in your life, to make up for that, do it. Have a fun little locker combo that you got a clue to on your bracelet. Your coworkers will love that. They may not understand, but the right person will. Specifically when you die, but don't worry about that part. That's not guaranteed or anything, haha. It's fine. Every security guard has that day where they go to that nice security building up north where they can have fun and play and guard it forever. And never be off the job, even in the afterlife. Such is life and death. It's cyclical. The cyclical nature of life and death is also something they teach you at security guard school. It's really just a lot of philosophy. Because the important thing really is just your mindset. Not like the skills involved or anything. To be fair, hey, thank you for the hydrate. I will. If you're gonna hire a security guard, you obviously have to go for the person with the most flair. Cause like if you're having a party or whatever, you gotta spice that shit up. You gotta make your security guard someone to talk to, certainly not someone who shouldn't be distracted. No, they have to be part of it all. Part of the atmosphere. Thank you for the hydrate, Lee, and also hi, hope you're having a good day. Can trust y'all to never let me down on the hydrates. Wow, thank you for Lee for the hydrate. Hell yeah, nice. Love that for you. I want to say it's probably part of the 4. I think it kind of has to be, but also... Oh, this is the 151. Don't worry about me. I'm genius. I understand precisely what I'm doing. I'm genius, I'm detective, I'm God. I can't be killed. Also, a prerequisite of being a detective, if you get killed on the case, that's kind of a problem, so you can't be vulnerable to death. It's like we just have to have precautions. Make sure we're hiring the right people. You understand. If you're mortal, leave. That's why Scout is the perfect detective. No matter what happens to him, he can be brought back. There are certain things that can be done to Scout that make him effectively unrecoverable. Don't worry about that, though. He's basically immortal. He's immortal also because anyone who would try to kill him knows that I would destroy them first. I'm his first line of defense. Gotta make sure your robot detective has a caring parent who would kill for them. That's just the basics, really. Proper defense. They're quite valuable. Gotta be something else that's obvious from what we figured out so far. Maybe the 312 I could work out something for? One blocked fell in, which is something. Of course, this is full of just ones for the rest of the parts that need to be filled, so, and the 212 could conceivably fit all in there, so, I want more certainty, please. Is it so difficult to grant me this? Now that I have the row 8 filled out, there's maybe something more we could figure out with the 11312, maybe? I can't remember if I'd already worked that out last time. Nope, clearly not. Switch to the proper tool for the job, maybe. But also, erase these fuckers real fast. Don't need that shit anymore. What else did I get from that? Nothing much else, but that was useful. Yeah, it's a lot that's been worked out from just that, so. Yeah, now that I worked out a lot of the, because I eliminated a couple blocks on this, actually. Although that doesn't really lead to much yet, so. It's a 3 and a 2 for this. So can't quite work that out yet. The case is good and interesting. Things are finally tying together. It's been wild. It's just been happening. We have now broken into the security company's headquarters, which I'm sure will go well. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, you know, the 1 and the 3. At the very least, we got like 1 tile off that. But yeah, it's just getting funky. Everything is adding up. Yeah, just some normal breaking and entering. This is just what detectives do. You know, maybe it's a good thing that we haven't been... that, Honor hasn't been properly hired yet. Because that means she can do a casual little beginning and not get fired because she's got nothing to get fired from. That's the real secret. Be unemployed. I suppose punishment for breaking and entering would be a little more than simply getting fired from your job, but you know, she escapes one consequence. So, like, points for that. You gotta give her credit. She has obviously thought this out. Well, with 7 here, I can at least eliminate that, but I don't know that there's a ton. Maybe, yeah, there's a lot of open space still. Yeah, not really. Nothing new, at least. It's hoping I'd have gotten a bit more out of the one clue I scrounged up, but no. Let's, what am I missing for, next steps here? Can I figure out more at the 3124? Can't remember if I had that worked out by the time I had... Nope, clearly, because, this, at the very least, is guaranteed. I think. Yeah, it's only one tile that can be moved over, so that one too. Okay, that might be helpful. Yeah, that columns are done at least. But it's 2 separate single tiles for this, so not... we've eliminated 1 of 8 possibilities. That's something. It's progress. It's very slow progress, but it counts. Making it work. Well, I can at least know that I can't put in anything to there. Because it's 1311. Don't mind me funny yawning. This is helpful though. Yeah, that has to be the 3 right here. Oop. You know that for sure. What else we can get from that? Let's see. That'd be good. That'd be good. Sound name. Villager. I think I would personally quite enjoy that. I can only speak for myself. Because yes, I am one of those people who will hear a villager go, and imitate it every time. It's just a funny little sound. It's done this to so many of us. I'm really glad that's a widespread thing. Because it absolutely just, like, it's happened amongst my circle of friends who played Minecraft. And then it's just like... I would then see a post about, like, oh, ain't just us, huh? Everyone loves the funny villager noise. As they deserve. It's just good noises. Like, yes, I will steal that sound clip from Mojang for this purpose. Do not tell them. They don't need to know. I mean, I have permission for those sounds to play on a video game stream. Technically. Therefore... Mr. Lawyer, I'm sure if we just extrapolate this, we can make a case. Now, let's hope we can eliminate more of this, figure out what the one is at least, but nah, not quite. Well... No, I was thinking for a sec, like, since I've got at least 2 filled in, I would be able to know. Yeah, I can't quite figure out for sure which one is the 2 yet. Should be useful. Gotta be something I'm missing. All I know is the 2 on 3 right there. Maybe... Do you have more of this filled out? Yeah, to probably have since the last time I checked. Oh! There's only space for it to be like so. Okay. Well, that's useful. Yeah, my biggest problem, assuming I've already checked on something, when I've found more evidence since. I mean, it's hard to keep track of all these separate rows and columns. You know how it is. I do not have the brain power for that. Not sure who would. It's kind of a lot. Well, now that I have more of this, yeah, crossing out the last block in there, at least figured out the 3, which ends that row. There's the 2, and the 7, and the 3 and 5. Okay, that all was very helpful. Okay. This is helping a lot. This is working out a lot of the little bits I was working on. That is satisfying. Oh, that was the domino I needed. Just the thing I needed to knock over. Like the cat I am. Everything is falling into place. Let's fucking go. So that's the part 3, so that's the end of that column. Yeah, there's the whole thing. We good. Okay, what is it though? Rainbow! It's gay! Oh, it's the disc. It's still gay! You can just install that? I mean, I guess. Just dismantle the laptop. Salvage it for parts. Honestly, that's fair. It's only a single speed drive. Cheap ass. We're gonna give you an upgrade on that, buddy. We're gonna set you up on an SSD as soon as possible. Like, also a better disk drive, but like, we got a list. Don't mind me to say munch and crunch. I mean, I thought the Gone Rogue detail was about him murdering, but sure. Right, that's how we knew about him committing suicide. We got that info from Jack. Ooh. Haha, we're about to get murdered. Before I proceed further, prediction. This interaction will justify Scout keeping his self-defense protocols. Yep. Of course he's gonna make that threat, because he's murdered to keep his shit clear before, but... Oh, that's why you... Ooh. Yeah, he'd offered to repair. If he was in charge of the whole, like, division that, you know, was setting up for military bullshit. Does he need you, though? Get his ass. Okay, let's just leave right now. Like, I know he's calling Jack, but like... Okay, good. She is just trying to leave and not, like, to keep up the conversation. Maybe, I assume he probably went out the front door to make the phone call. In that case. The 11412 might be... Might at least have 2 I can fill in that. Figured there's a lot to have filled in a row. The 2521 probably also. Yeah, also another, like, could shift by 2 blocks either way. One. That's be what part of the ones. Thank you. It's always annoying when I can't figure out quite if it's like just the last one in there or not. Frustration of it all. The 2512 is literally just the same thing. Yeah, I don't even need to work that out, I don't think. 5. Yeah. It's the same amount of blocks, just in different order, so. At least fill in the last one there. The 21113 maybe? Nah. Very close though. Very close to having something figured out. God, what the fuck is gonna... Because, yeah, now we know that... Hey, thank you for the hydrate, Kazakh. I will gladly. Now that we know, I already forgot the boss's name, but he's, like, after Scout for a reason. Like, clearly, maybe he was expecting... I mean, they all kind of assumed that Scout had been shut down for good. Now Stretch as well. Yeah, my model clipping the top of my bounds. So once he knew that Scout was still active, he was like, oh, I could use this. I think we can at least fill in that, because regardless of whether it's a 2 and 4 or just a 4 somewhere in there, it's always gonna be filled. And also the 8 and 3, he was like, almost certainly got a lot that could... not quite. That's up in part of the 3 as well, but this is still quite a few blocks. Yeah, so maybe he's working with him to... I don't know, because he only really found out recently, presumably, that Scout was still active. Unless... they're in the news or something? Like Scout and Honor? I don't know. Because, he had him killed for messing up a job. Frank Pritchell, I mean. And then Lori tried looking into it because she was like, this doesn't seem right. He had her killed on that boat. Because he knew she was gonna go there to pass off evidence to Detective Cross. That got fucked up because there's... Oh, you know what? There's nothing really with regards to the company. Like, Muscleman had no reason to go off and, like, look at all the, skulls with, like, diamonds in them. The whole smuggling operation. he had only went in there probably to kill the original ship captain and justify his being there in order to kill Lori. So he might not have even cared about what was going on with the skulls. Other security guard was probably just like, I probably should know why they're telling me to stay out of this storage area, and went in there, maybe? Or it could have been the other way around, where he was just kind of stowaway in that area. Security guard knows someone there's like, oh, I know I'm not supposed to be in there, but I'll, you know, I should probably check this out. He comes in, gets murdered. Or something along those lines. Nah, this could still be part of the 4. And then the whole smuggling operation was just incidental. Presumably she wanted to get arrested for real this time. Meanwhile, her brother didn't really know anything about that. It was just, well, he probably knew something. He probably knew this was going on. At the very least, he knew, likely, since he, well, yeah, he would have had to known about the skulls being hidden in the storage because he told the guard to stay out there. At which point, he would probably have known about the smuggling operation because I don't think they would have just stored it on there. Just for safekeeping, you know? Doesn't seem likely, to say the least. So he knew about the smuggling operation, so he could got some one way or another legally for that, you know, on the hook. So us arresting him was technically, he was still on false charges, but we could maybe get off scot-free for that, you know. Totally justified for us to not be seeing any punishment for any of the shit we pull in this case, for sure. I'm sure it's all fine. Like, as long as you get to the answer, whatever you do along the way is totally fine, right? Including breaking and entering. I mean, you can retroactively get a warrant. Right, that's how that works. That's what being a detective is all about, right? This is totally justified and rational and legal. Totally nothing wrong with what we're doing. Really, it's like any detective game. You're breaking at least 10 laws to solve every single case. Really, it's reflective of what the police are like. So it figures. Very ends justify the means. But we're doing it for good reasons, so it's fine. I think that's defensible in court. Yeah, I know I broke the law, but I was doing it for, like, a good reason. I wanted to solve this case so bad. I'm sure you can understand, Your Honor. It was just, like, bothering me. You know, I had to look into it. Donner not officially having been hired also makes her position as, within this case, hard to, you know, she could probably get into more trouble because it's harder to justify her being there. I'm sure we'll be fine. We just have a government project flying around with us. I assume the government is involved since it's became a military thing anyway. A lot of small numbers in this one, which isn't super helpful. If we could just fill in one more or cross out one more in this section, we could have it figured out, but not quite there. We now have most of this worked out, so yeah, we can at least fill in that. Doesn't tell us too much. Yeah, because that's so like, kids will be going down to the ear, and then this goes up to here. So, well, let's see. This, yeah, 7, so that at least can't have anything in it. This little block right here, and that's a row full of 1s, so, well, the 1116, now that I have this crossed out, might be able to work something out on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, oh! Now that worked out the rest of the 8. Okay. We know a little more about where that 5 is, but not quite enough. Hey Zen, hope you're having a good day. Good to see ya. Okay, I know that's gotta have made something else clearer. I just kinda have to figure out what. This could still be 1 or 2. Both could fit in easily. So close, but so far. But like 4s. So close to having something worked out. Yeah. I'm always on the murder by numbers grind. That's every day of my life. Even when I'm not playing Murder by Numbers. Do so enjoy to solve cases. Be an epic little detective. My beautiful, beautiful baby boy. Oh, I forgot to cross out that. That's helpful. Yeah, that has to be one of the ones for sure. Yeah, and then 322 becomes probably easier to, yeah, that can only, it's just enough for it to fit. So we know for sure how that works. So 2 and 4. And the 1 as well. Oop. There we go. Okay, now we're back on track. Found just the right domino to knock over. Forgot to actually cross out all that. Genius! That calms down. After being nearly there for a good second. This has to be a 1. Probably figure out maybe some of the 1-1-2-1 there, but I'll do that in a second. I just need to check if there's anything a little easier. Well, this has to be a 1 into 1, part of the 2. This is the remaining single tile. And then that 2. And if it's 2 and 1 over here, that's pretty easy. Okay, I can at least fill in this little block here, which determines where the 2 is. Okay. Domino effect, baby. It feels good. Well, this is obviously filled in. Then the 6 could go like 1 and 6, so I don't necessarily know. Yeah, since it's all like 1s for that. Yeah, let's check this out. Yeah, okay. Exactly as much space as needed, so that works out. Right, so I was testing out. I say testing. I was playing with my new toy, the VR headset, and trying out. There were like 3 videos that are easily available, where it's just like touring different locations, and I never really considered that drone footage for that kind of purpose would make the scale kind of screwy. Because it's just like you were always like a little rat, which is exactly what I want to be. But yeah, I checked out, there's like videos for like, so I forget the full, like the Santa Claus Village, because like, I would like, I had just gotten in from the cold, it was like, you know, I would love the winter aesthetic without the hell I just experienced outside. So sure. Everything fucking huge. Moose are huge normally, but within that video, threat. More than ever, I felt I could easily die. It's cool though. And there's one for like Tokyo. So it's cool actually seeing the 360 view of Scramble Crossing is, you know, someone just played The World Ends With You. It's I can't say anything about like being able to recognize it off of that since it's a very identifiable location, but it is neat seeing the real thing. 360. Weird shit. Wild shit, really. And I am absolutely about to mess around more with that after stream. Damn, VR cool. Who would have thought? Yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to try VR for a minute, especially I like finally got to do it at my college before I graduated, because we had like a VR headset and someone had made for our programming class, I believe. This is like a simple little VR game. And that was like the first time I'd ever even tried it out, I think. I'm trying to think if there's been like previous times, but I don't think so. I was like, damn. Imagine just having one of these. And I finally arrived at that moment. I just have to solve the fun conundrum of how can I wear this for long periods of time without dying. Simple things, you know? Because, oh boy, it's, for what it is, impressively light, but not that light. It's a lot of forehead pressure. Pain, just a little. It's weird, like, having to figure out the balance between, like, having it secure enough that it doesn't just, like, sink down your face as, like, within seconds of putting it on, but also, it's not like, oh god, I'm gonna get a headache off this shit. I think I found it was, you know, just need to have a, like, a ridiculous setup. So it's like, it's, you know, hooked onto my shoulders. Get that central mass on my body. I'm going to cross that out. Funky stuff though. I also have the fun problem of not really having space for anything other than stationary, but I imagine I'm very not alone on that. I didn't even notice this row was all done. It's quite nice, and then this one too. There we go. And there's the 2 right there. And the 4. Okay. Another 4. This is 1 and 1, but there's 2 possible. This one, though, I can finish off. Might be able to work out more of the 2, 5, 1, 2, but do that in a second, unless I can. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else except for actually this. It's all done. Yeah, still don't know for sure whether it's 6 or 6, like that. What's up? Yeah, 2, 5, 1, 2. Yeah, so that obviously has to be the 1. And the 2's over here. Yeah, so I could shift over by 2. So yeah, I can't actually fill out more of that, but I at least got the 2 worked out. Let's jump over this. That comes in. As is that one. Think. Oh, no, it's just not crossed out because it isn't sure whether or which ones these are, so that one's still uncertain. Yeah, this can only fit like that. So we know what that is already. Which also finishes that row. That's still not totally clear. That's column. Okay, here we go, here we go. Yeah, I don't know for sure which ones are filled in at the 3. But that's just about there. Ready to be cleared. Getting there. just about at the point where we're ready to just totally clear this one out. Just need the last little puzzle piece. Yeah, seeds a 1 and a 1, but we... Oh no! Haven't actually... I figured there's another case of like, I wasn't sure which ones are... at what spot. But no, that's all finished. Hey, may have been just what we needed. That's letting us work out a lot of these single tiles. There it is. Okay, what is that though? Cables. You want me to try and tie Hyde up? So true. I mean... Oh, right, we're looking for a way out. That's fair. That's gonna also kill him. But at this point, I'll take anything. So yeah, let's look for a way to kill this man. Cause like, why not at this point? But well, since we got one that's like that many tiles full in the row. Oop. Not quite what I wanted to do. 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, so yeah. Uncertainty of 2. There. Thankfully, a lot of rows here ending in 1, 1. Life changer, I figured out that even if I'm unsure if the block 3 from the end of the row is part of the previous part or the single tile, still block up one side. I'm allowed to feel clever. Opinion. And then I switch to that tool and clear him out. This is also pretty obvious, I would think. So you have 5. So the last 3 at the least. Which gives me the starts of all these. At the very least, do that. These are just 1s. Let's do another 5 right here. These have to be connected, so we can eliminate this. That's a 5. And there's our 2 and 1. Block up that and that. 5, 6. Okay. That might be all I can get off that for right now. Well, maybe the 721 now that I've got more of that blocked off. Not quite. But yeah. Yeah. It's turn 2 too, so I can't do anything with the 2 yet. It'd have to be off by a single tile, so... Almost. Yeah, so going all the middles here within that possible area. The 2-1, 4-1-1, I would think. Yeah, it's like pretty certain. Not entirely, but like, still. Very close. At least got that off of it. What else is super filled in? Let's see if this has to be part of the 5, the one we filled in so far. Nah, of course not. No, the other tiles in that row are big enough, or are big enough numbers to work that much out. Same for you. Imagine 3-3-2, we can't do anything with, yeah, of course. I could work that off. Just intuition, but, you know. Sometimes my intuition is wrong. Just not this time. That was helpful though, because now we know it is the 5 for this one at least. And that's the 2 for this column, as for that one. Thank you for the hydrate. How many have I had this stream? I know I have a counter, but small for me. I'll check later. 13 whole hydrates, thank you. Yeah, studio mode keeps the text really tiny for me, which is usually fine, but 13 whole hydrates. It's important. So true! 13 extra sippies for me? Wow, I feel loved. This is like when your parent bundles you up a little too much for winter, and it's like, you know, they're just watching out for you. And you feel the love in that sense, but instead it adds in the little flavor of like, what if your parent did that for you and they were like trolling though? What if they knew exactly what they were doing? Which really spices it up. Well, the 214 I feel like probably there's no extra space at all. Well, one tile, so nearly so. Could also fill in this one. Yeah, there's the 2. You know, it is... What if I played elf bowling on stream? I was just like, trying to think like, it's December. Now that I'm thinking about it, it is Crimby time. I could play some crimpy games. And the first thing that came to mind, I could. I'm sure that's very easy to find, legally or otherwise. It's one of the games my grandparents had on their PC. That and the Desktop Destroyer. That's one thing I did make sure to find and download once I had my own PC, just because, like, of course, you know? That'd make for an interesting stream. Just pop open Desktop Destroyer to open your own Twitter page. Go fucking ham. Yeah, this... Oop. I always swerve, somehow. I don't know how I manage. It just kind of happens to me. I'm sure if I thought about it, I could think of more wintry games. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games. That'd be... If they played the, like... Because, like, I think that was one of the ones that released on DS? I know there's been a couple entries in that series. There's a couple, winter ones now. Never actually played it personally. So... I got options. Actually, was that exclusively Nintendo consoles and handhelds, or was that also... Because it's, on one hand, Mario. So, I mean, I'd have to be. They would never let Mario crossover be released on anything non-Nintendo. No, only on something with microtransactions. So yeah, that would be happy emulation, but... Well, it's on Switch, I'm pretty sure there's at least one entry. Depending on which one that was. So no Tokyo would be on there. But I can't remember if that was summer or winter. That was summer, right? Most recent, I didn't pay attention, I didn't watch it. The most recent one that probably shouldn't have happened, definitely shouldn't have happened, but money and economy. It really was amazing. They were like, oh, we could just not hold the Winter Games would destroy the economy of all regions, and that's more important? Are you sure? I had to think for a hot second to see if that was a one or... Definitely has to be. I mean, spending lives for the economy is nothing new. But yeah, let me shit aside. I could play Epic and Funny Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That'd be fun. I'll take a look through some games after this. And I'm having my Funny and Epic dinner. Very last minute winter celebrations. Literally next week. Suits me, really. I just don't think about that shit. Maybe that's healthy. Yeah, it has to be the 2 here and 1 up here. Just can I get more of the 2-1-2-2 at this point? Possibly. If I can be certain that... nope. Well, 2-1... Let's see if that even works. 1-2-2 could work. Yeah, not quite yet. I mean, maybe there's some little overlaps in there, possibly? Well, there's like 3 open spaces. Or no! I had forgotten to... No, the 2 ones are in there. Damn it. Yeah, there are 3 open spaces at the end in that option, so... Don't know yet. This is 3-1-2-2. This has to be filled in. Which at least lets me determine which ones these are, so they're actually able to be crossed out, which is nice. It'd be nice if it just like like somehow indicated that's like one of these has been eliminated. Just because it's very easy for me to do dumb and silly things when I don't immediately see that it's already figured out. Already sort of been figured out. I'm like, oh, there's only, you know, this many I need to fill in and this many spaces left. No, it only looks like that because it doesn't know which tiles these are filling in. Fool, clown. You thought you had the answer. You did not. Oh, the 8. Now that a lot of that has been crossed out. Missed that earlier. Right, and that's obviously the only 2 that's in that column. And so, like, with the whole mystery of, like, where Scout came from being worked out and the original case finally coming to a close, like, for real this time, I mean, we had figured out what was important for that case specifically, but it was also entangled with a bunch of other shit. It really feels like odds of a sequel are low, because it's wrapping everything else up in a neat little bow, but I would want to see my little guy so bad. I want to play more Picross games like this. Like having a Picross game with a story involved where it really makes sense that it's Picross. Because, like, obviously there's the justification of, oh, like, it's the 90s and Scout's visual sensors are kind of shit. So it takes him a hot second to take a look at things and identify what they are. And it's, like, really low quality. But, like, also, I've phrased it a good couple times as, like, finding clues, or, like, based on the clues I have for this image so far. Like, it is appropriate for an investigation game, because that is a lot of what Picross is finding clues to figure out the puzzle you're trying to solve. Like, oh, like this has this many blocks and I have got this many for sure, and blah 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 blah. Like, it's weirdly a perfect combo. Oh wait, no, I miscounted. So, I'd like more, but they're definitely solving, like, the main mysteries right here and not leaving anything open for a sequel, which makes sense for, like, I don't know if they're... I assume they're an indie studio, for sure. But still, I'd like more. Plus, they have, like, cool gameplay. Well, they have the one thing, which is the hacking, which is Like I mentioned before, I've never seen that shit in any other Picross game. Not that I played a ton, so like, what do I know? But I don't know. Like, even with all the main mysteries solved, there's still room for, you know, you could easily just have them solving more cases, finally getting hired and all that. I assume she's gonna get hired by the end of the story. After the conclusion of this case, but, you know. I just think I would like to see my son for even longer. And this case shouldn't be the end, actually. That's my opinion. Like, he can't just give me a beautiful, lovely little guy like Scout, and then take him away after one single game. Can't be that cruel, can you? You fucking villains. You fucking crooks. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? They handed me a son and I refused to let go of him. That's my boy. It really is funny how easy it is to get me attached to a character. Just get me a sweet little guy and that's all I need. He's just a baby, is the thing. Seeing him get excited about movies that one time, and having a little gender crisis. That's my child. Oh, what the fuck is that? UPS! Can they... I suppose UPS wouldn't sue them. Unless it's an abbreviation for something else that's not just like uninterruptible power supply. Okay, I thought it was like a package. Thinking again, that'd be a weird way to refer to a package. My brain functions. Only one way to find out, but if it's too much... Yeah, Scout's great at that. You should be more concerned about me. You gonna talk about your guns that you have? Oh shit. You have a defense form? Where are you storing all that? My boy? Please tell me you're using that intentionally. Oh, buddy. You even got a whole new color scheme for that, though. How'd you do that? No, he's worried that that was his normal. Oh, buddy. It's probably on the floor, right? No? I would have thought. We just fucked him up, so... we just prop him up against the window or something, you know? As you do. Now, how can we defend ourselves? Knocking this guy the fuck out and, searching his unconscious body. You know, I'm sure I'll be fine. We're not the ones who have to worry about that. This might be... This is... probably not enough to... Well... No, is it right? 5. Okay, yeah. So at least this. So same for... this column, except it's gonna be this one. Well... Right? Yeah. Let's look at that. Whole column full of ones who still got something out of it. Probably 2, 3. No. Can also figure something out on. Yeah, same deal. Just one shy of filling up the row. And 3 and 9. That's 2 shy of filling it up. Oh, let's go over to this one. You know, it helps to actually click on it. Just minor things. Fun trivia. Oh, frustrating that all those are 2, so I can't actually fill out anything. At least these 3 can get filled in. Oh, but those are... at least some of those all worked out. Okay, that's nicer. Three, 2, 1, 3. Possibly I could fill in some more blocks. Yeah, so that's 3 open blocks, so no, not really. Just hoping one of these would be like a 3, so I could at least cross it out, but not really. Now, could I, yeah, I could conceivably have it all to the right of the one block we crossed out. So nothing there yet. Well, the 1, 2, 4, at least I can eliminate that. This is a 3, so I can eliminate that too. Okay, so there's the 9. Maybe that was enough to let me figure out more about this. Yeah, because now I can't actually do like 2, 3. Well, no, I can't. Right, because yeah. Yeah, uncertainty of 2 on that. At least fill in the last ones and then middle over here. And there's our last 3 for that. It's gotta be the 1 right there. So there's 1 for that row, which is helpful. About 2 of these. We just shot a guy with electric charge, but we are nevertheless listening to nice and chill music as we figure out if he's got anything on his person. You gotta have some way to relax after something like that happens, you know? Stressed out, you gotta chill. There's a lot going on right now. Gotta take some us time. Now I think this could conceivably be like the ones in there, but either way, if it is, uncertainty of 2, I could at least fill in the 1 block. Yeah, it's a tight enough spot there that I can still figure something out, even though I don't know which area that single tile goes in. Also, and that figures out that column. Alright, now we're cooking. More or less, anyway. It's very certain the ones up there, yeah, because there was it's only, like, he could only move down or up 1 tile, so that makes sense. There's our 6. Worked out where the 5 is from a bunch of other things, without even trying to. That is nice. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5's gotta be like so. There's that. So eliminate that block, which means I can fill in 1 more of the 9. It's very close. And it's slowly working out where a block must be placed just indirectly. Yeah, it's gotta be a single. It's gotta be part of the 2. Yeah, we're gonna exterminate. Okay. Block off those. Got 1 more of the 3 worked out. Feel like at this point we could probably, so that's 4. Yeah. Which also lets us eliminate a lot of these. Should be helpful. before, and the two could conceivably be split up or in the same area, but either way, that's filled in for sure. I can't have anything yet, so 2's right there. We know for a fact that's the 2 and 1. It's almost disappointing that Hyde turned out to be an actual bad dude instead of just like an incredibly suspicious looking witness. I suppose it's almost a twist at that point. Like how many mystery stories have had an incredibly suspect looking dude end up being like totally just like a good guy. Maybe a little fishy at worst. It is kind of more uncommon for that guy to actually be as suspect as he seems. So I'll give them credit for that. And I mean, he's an army vet, so you know, of course he's suspect on that alone. US Army commits many crimes, therefore you see it as an Easter egg logic. Yes, why is he carrying that around? Oh, she said she thought they would be shut down. Hasn't checked herself, but you know, reasonably assumed, so they're probably still active. Is there still more to look at here? I was really thinking we'd run off to SSI at that point, but I suppose we probably want to tell Jenna first. Bring her along, since she would actually know the place at the very least. She says she doesn't want to get involved in this case, but this is her business. I suppose she cares enough to try and, you know, as soon as she finds Scout, shut him down, but don't know how much she cares beyond that. I suppose if SSI was back open, they could potentially make more Scouts, but like, Dangerous Edition. Zero morality. So if she cares about taking down the one bot that got out in the opening, she's probably gonna give a shit about potentially, like, God knows how many more. Off in the hands of the military. I think this would have to be part of the 6. Yeah. So yeah, we're dragging her into this. She's becoming a detective too. And also, Honor's new partner, I think, should be how this ends. Honor needs to go dating again, and she's got a good candidate right there. Hot scientist, come on. Scout needs another mom. I suppose thought she already is. Since she helped create him. Wasn't... I think he might have originally been, like, kind of her pet project. That might have been the case anyway. And obviously, there was like their big thing for SSI. So like, you know, but still, if I'm remembering right, she might have been the one who started the project. Regardless, I like her very much. I think she's neat. She may have gone straight for killing Scout, and I can never forgive that. However, she's got such a look. And I gotta give her props for that. Also, you know, she was willing to work with us. As far as, finding another method. In all fairness, I get where she's coming from. Dangerous government project who's been reactivated. Yeah, of course you would want to shut him down. But he's just a little guy! I guess they would have to, you know, try and not get too attached to Scout, the personality, as something they'd be potentially modifying and working on. But I think that should just be your son now, ma'am. Got a freshly single wifey waiting for you right here. I simply think. And I am right at all times, of course, so I think the writers should retroactively, if it isn't already how the story is going to end, just do that. They got time travel. Probably. If not, they can figure it out. They made a video game, they know programming. I think that's how it works. Hard video games are hard. Therefore. You can tell I'm a great detective. My detective reasoning is flawless. It really can't be beat. But yeah, anyway, Scout is trauma. I think he deserves 2 moms. He also has trauma specifically with, you know, she kind of brings the memories back, but I think if she helps properly, and not by, you know, altering his memories and programming in the way he thinks totally, I think we can make this work out. Because, like, I'm on Honor's side on that. I get it. Like, just altering his thinking so he never even considers it, but, that's kind of fucked up. he already doesn't want to do it. So like if he just simply remove the weapons, one would think. Unless he has the power to, you know, just like turn whatever he's got into weapons just through weird morphing technology bullshit. I mean, who knows? He's not that powerful, right? It couldn't be. I'm sure it'll all be fine. Okay. It's not to say it. Well, I at least know. Because if it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I've at least got the 6 worked out for that. I completely forgot that was already filled in up there. That works out quite nicely. Okay. 7, 8, 9. And that's our 7 right there. Yeah, at least one of the 3s is pretty easy. Okay. As much as I can get from that, at least. There we go. Four is not pretty obvious with all that eliminated, so... That's a 2, so that row's done. And 6 is like so. Right? Yeah, okay, that works. Alright, we're just about done then. Nice little domino effect we got going on. There, and there. What is this? A pager, okay. I saw the green screen, I was like, it's a device of some kind. That's all I know. LB? Suddenly I'm blanking on the security guard who's murdered her name. Oh, what was it? I know this is obviously her, though. Lori, that's it. Just outright saying kill her, though? Like, come on. You gotta be more careful than that, at least. That's right, he really wanted to just get back onto shore. I see. It's so true. Scout just wants to chill for a while. Oh, right, we didn't actually get the location of the lab. That's important. Oh, he doesn't want to go. Guess what? Your old workplace that you thought was shut down isn't. Isn't that bad news? Yes, we're going with her. I love her. I love her. That's very fair. Oh, buddy. Well, we need the data shunt anyway. Right, but she hadn't actually finished it, though. Which she might be able to do from anywhere, depending on what she was programming that on. I don't know, I assume. But do they have... Or they're laptops, not like how we think of them, but, I know technology and when it happened. When it came about. To be fair, her being right there with him is kind of what he's worried about. I'm sure she left it on the wall or something. You know? Have a nail out there for their keys, and she just put her old toolbox. As you do. I think it makes sense. 6, 7, 8, 9. Six of 5, I assume I can, yeah. Well, yeah, actually that part too. Okay. I had to like verify with myself that what I was doing and thinking made sense. Like, am I genius? Am I so clever? Yes, confirmed. For now. It's 4, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I can only. Now that I have all that in the middle eliminated. Only works like that. Okay, yeah, this one's gonna be a lot easier, clearly. There's so much, like, from the very beginning that you get handed to you. It's very generous. You know, I'm realizing now, I had a couple ideas for, like, stream plans, and also... Hey, thank you for the host, Kazik! And also, the redeem I wanted to add with a... That I am for sure going to forget when I finish this stream. I'm gonna quickly write that down. I don't trust my brain. I, like, almost forgot entirely. Okay. Okay, now that's all recorded. We good. And yes, thank you. For another hydrate and a redeem. And a redeem, and a stretch. Words. Words I know. Thought processes, I'm capable of them. Let me just draw this out. It's a lot of individual tiles. Yeah. One extra space in there. So. At the very least, I can also fill in that as well. That's our one. That's 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 2 extras on that. Okay. 611, I would assume I can fill some out for, yeah, extra 2 blocks in that, so I can get all these. Nice having the big old tiles, big old rows to fill in. Extra 2. Now switch right over that, and there we go. There we go. Now we got one of the 2s worked out. Just lets us figure out a bit more of the 4 there. Four, 5, 6. And that's gotta be part of the 2 right there. See, at least no, it's that's not filled in. Eliminate that as well, because there's just a 2 in that column somewhere. This is 3, 3, and 3. There we go. Oh, we're getting a lot worked out. Now we're vibing. Scout searching Honda's apartment is also a little funny. Honor forgets where she put her keys one day, and Scout just has to go around scanning. Of course, he would be happy to help. I do not doubt it. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot that's been cleared up. Okay. There's... Oh. That all cleared up. Right, and we can fill that all the 3 right there. This is definitely a 1. This has to be the 2. Alright. Yeah, this one's not too hard. It is a bit kind. Just somewhat. A bit generous to me. But only a little. Now we can figure out the rest of the 6 as well. I'm already, yeah, now that I look at that, I can see the toolbox beginning to form. Just left it open. Which makes sense. She was using the thing. After all. Girl, I hope that patch you're working on is good. Prediction. Honor will ask her to rewrite it so that's just like, it just takes away the weapons. Or otherwise it just won't get used. Because it doesn't seem right. Maybe she'll see Scout's potential when she sees him on the job. And understand why Honor is so defensive of him. Although she worked on him for so long, she can probably... She's probably used to people getting attached to him, since he's just a sweet little guy. Of course, she did work in a lab of, like, scientists and, unfortunately, later on military folks, so, man, no, it's not even what I was thinking it was. It's looking at, like, kind of an open treasure chest kind of shape. So true. It's especially true if you are a cat owner. But I think all that's left is head over to SSI Labs, or at least for this part of the story. And I do need a funny food and dinner for me. So I think Since this is also just a generally good point to call her good, story-wise and all. I'll say we're all done for tonight, and I'll see if we can find someone else cool to head on over to. But thanks for hanging out, thanks for chatting with me. And finally spamming the Slayer redeem like I've wanted for all this time. I just think it's fun. But one of these days we'll get the Trans Rights audio clip to play. But yeah, tomorrow got some Mystery Dungeon. So we're gonna get on to our second stream of the Getsu Infinity. That'll be fun. Thank you, Kazik. Let's see. Lily's online, playing Paper Mario. As long as she's not about to... Oh no, she's hosting Liz right now. So still though. Wasn't aware it showed like that for she must have just rated. I'll head over to Liz then. Why not? Liz is playing Radical Red. So yeah, I think like I loaded like right as she had stopped or something, because it's still showing her online. Oh no, a while ago? Twitch is just fucked up then. It's showing her as like online one viewer playing Paper Mario, so it's like bad site twitch.tv. Does not function. That's the first time I've seen that happen. Interesting. But yeah, I'll send y'all over to Liz for some Radical Red. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for waiting for me as I died of COVID vaccine. This isn't what I was supposed to do. I felt like nothing from my original 2 shots, but I guess the larger dose on the Moderna just like was too much for me. Oof. I wish you luck if you haven't already taken the booster in surviving that one. But yeah. See y'all. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. And get some food. Bye-bye.